This is Mary with Mowing and Snow Plowing, and we're here. We're going to do a bunch of work today. One of the things we do actually is to clean up vacant or abandoned properties for communities, cities, townships, and we're hired to do that so that we can come in and take care of properties, even nice properties like this that have been for some reason are not being taken care of by their owner, and the city intervenes at the request of neighbors or whatever. They have a process they go through, of course. Those of you in the business know what I'm talking about. Those of you that are not in the business may realize that this is something good that cities and communities do to take care of properties that maybe start getting a little overgrown. This one is in a very nice neighborhood, and so we're going to go ahead and make it look a little nicer today. And then we're going to go to some of the rougher type of properties that sometimes get a little too high, a little too overgrown, try and make them look a little bit nice too. But it's the kind of stuff we do, it's the kind of stuff we enjoy doing, and so. All right, so the objective here is not to do a manicure job on this property. The objective here is just to clean it up, any trash, mow. In this case, we're actually going ahead and throwing in a little trimming for free because we're in a nice neighborhood. But normally, when we mow these kind of contracts, when we're hired by cities, municipalities to do these kind of properties, we just mow and basically go. We are almost done. The backyard was actually pretty tall. The front here isn't too bad, and whoever was here mowing before did a lot of clumping, so we're dealing with that. But that's a nice property. And by the way, you know where these you know what kind of property these are, because they usually have some sort of notice on the door there, drawing attention to the fact that these are vacant or abandoned and therefore not being cared for, and that's why we're here. But let's see how our guy over here, Mr. Jared, is doing with this backyard, which was probably about a foot tall and pretty dense. Luckily, small backyard. But unfortunately, the gate was too narrow for the riding mower. Had no choice but to use a push mower, and looks like he's still struggling with it back here. You can see it's kind of gotten out of hand for sure. I'm sure it used to be a nice backyard.
It goes like a foot and then it bogs down immediately every time right now.
Okay. Did you try adjusting the height yet?
No, I've not.
Why don't you try that? Just kind of start off with a height. Yeah, and I should have caught that. We have it for some reason on mulch, probably because of a previous property. You know, when we go to a regular customer's property, we don't normally do residentials. We actually focus on commercial customers or industrial, governmental customers, and so we don't worry about manicured lawns normally. We leave that to other companies. We worry about tough mowing lawns, tough jobs, and so somewhere along the way, this mower, which actually works pretty well for us, ended up in mulching mode, so we're going to fix that because that's the other reason he's having a little bit of a problem, obviously. And by the way, this is one of the other problems we find even in a nice neighborhood. This is actually a fairly new subdivision. Even in a nice neighborhood like this, that's the other reason that cities and municipalities are compelled to kind of come in and take care of these properties sooner rather than later when they can, or hire somebody like me to take care of them, because they start becoming an issue for the neighbors. And here you can see an example of that. Now there could be different reasons. Could have been different reasons for somebody to kick in the access panel on this crawl space, but unfortunately, you know, you can have kids decide to use that as a hidey hole or whatever, and you know, play there, or then they leave it open like that, and then you have rodents and cats and dogs or whatever that start going in there, and you have other problems as well, of course. So That's why these properties are taken care of by municipalities. Okay, so we're gonna continue and try and finish up this job because we have another, I think, 8 jobs to go today. Municipality steps in, as they often do, to take care of cleaning these places up, and they hire people like me to come and take care of that. So we're going to get going here. There's Jared getting ready to mow. Jared is going to do the perimeter, and then I'm going to use the Ventrac over there. You can see the Ventrac up here to do this big, tall grass mowing, because the Ventrac's designed for that kind of stuff. It looks like we got, well, stuff happens. Looks like we got a strap caught on something and dragged it out when I got the mower off. That's on me. That's my fault. I didn't double check, but I'll take care of that. All right, so we don't normally trim on these jobs. We come in here. We don't worry about making them look pretty. That's not what it's about. We come in here and clean it up, clean up the trash, pick up tree limbs, mow it down, mostly to keep rodents and snakes and other critters out of it. So that's what we're gonna do. And the backyard, by the way, is about as tall as this front yard. So here we're gonna go. All right, this is the after. This is job number 2. So for today, so been knocked out. Remember now, we only do mowing here and picking up of tree limbs or heavy debris. So we did some mowing, and we're getting ready to go on to job number 3. We actually threw in a little bit of weed eating along the curb here. Not. Remember, we don't do manicure jobs, but we threw in a little rough weed eating. This needs, actually, what it needs is a power edger, or Ralph over there is pretty good at edging, but that would take more time to make this look nice, and that's not what we're here for. We're not here to make it look nice. We're here to clean it up, make it nicer for the neighbors, essentially, and that's what we did. While the guys finished strapping stuff off, let me show you the backyard real quick. I didn't see anything before. I'm sorry I didn't do that, but yeah, this looks a lot better. Yep. All right, so on to the next one. All right, so the battery got a little hot on the camera, so I had to switch out batteries. But aside from that, because you know it's always something, right? The grass, the ground vegetation is very thick, it's very tall, obviously. But it's also very dense, and so I've had to go at it a little bit slow. The other problem is it got so dense at one point over there on the far side a little while ago that luckily I heard my pulley screech a little bit, shut down the mower real quick, and came to investigate. And believe it or not, those reedy grasses are all wrapped around under there. So I tried to yank them out. They're stuck in there pretty good, so I'm going to work on getting those out, hopefully get the Ventrac going again. But it's I love this machine. It's doing a great job, and I need to get this knocked out here pretty soon. The gang has gone off to lunch with my husband, so they'll be back pretty soon, because all we need on this particular job, after we picked up a few tree limbs, all we need to do is mow with the Ventrac. So let me see if I can get this beast, this little baby brush hog is what we call it, get this beast going again, and I'll be back. All right, so Jared on the right got his first run on the Ventrac, just taught him how to use it. And now Ralph over there on the mower is learning how to use it. It's his turn. he's doing good. He's not familiar with the machine, so he kind of took it easy when he started out. That's a good sign. I like seeing that. Somebody that's trying to take care of the equipment for me. That's good. All right. He's going in the back there. So let me show you something while he continues learning the machine there. We're almost done with this property. I should have brought the camera over here with me earlier. Show you. I don't know if you can see that. All right. So those brambles right there, actually not brambles, just regular bushes, I guess. You can see they've got a little bit of stem to them. I'm gonna say maybe, what, an inch, a little over an inch in diameter for some of them. Anyway, when I came up here initially a while ago, this whole area was a wall of those little brambles and bushes and little saplings and stuff like that. And that Ventrac just kind of took care of it. You'll see a couple of thicker tree pieces in here, or tree limb pieces in here. Those were from previous tree limbs that had already fallen, I guess, a long time ago and had started rotting. So obviously the Ventrac can't take care of that. There's a bigger one there, but it did a fairly decent job back here. This area here basically looked the same as that area there, and I went ahead and dug into it with the Ventrac just for giggles. Not really part of the contract. I'm supposed to take care of, mowing what's already obviously part of a sort of lawn, but I went ahead and did that just to I don't know, enjoy how the Ventrac works. I do like that machine. And then of course it was pretty overgrown here. Sorry I don't have a before picture, but went ahead and took care of this area pretty good. Did run into a serious bunch of brambles right around here. I mean the really nasty ones with the thorns and the whole thing that just grab you and don't want to let you go. And it's just part of the job, you gotta just deal with it. It is what it is. Let's see, there it is. There's one. I don't know if you can see that. You can see those little buzzards just grab you and they don't want to let go. And there's a bunch of them right around here. All of this area was full of them. There's a nastier one there. Nasty. So sometimes you don't see them. The other problem in this area, before I mowed it, even though we tried to do the assessment ahead of time and look for certain problems and certain issues to avoid equipment damage, sometimes you can't see it all. And this area here was covered with vegetation, and so unfortunately my blades found this pile of what used to be, I guess, a big blob of cement. Shut her down real quick, of course. I don't want my Ventrac messed up, but oh well. All right, there's part of what used to be standing as of about an hour ago. So, all right, so we're done with this job today. Looks a little different than when we got here, huh? From about here to the right belongs to the neighbor next door, but you can kind of see the difference between how it looked when we got here and how it looks now. Remember, we don't do manicure jobs. We try and do good work, but we're cleaning a vacant lot. So we're getting ready to go to the next one.